Just as I start recording, the lights in the room kind of flick off for a second and then back on, and I'm like, not today, Satan. Not today. Alright.
Day, Satan.
Alright. Here we go.
Alright.
It begins.
It's Kakariko fried Cucco time. Let's go.
First thing.
Nom the speed. Wait. Food for speed.
Yep. Gonna... Wow, this level 3 speed up is actually kind of nutty.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Rolling around at the speed of chicken.
I had that song like stuck in my head. I actually had that on repeat while I was working for like a few times before I got tired. But oddly enough, from Sonic Adventure Battle 2, that's like one of my favorite songs.
Well, that's because it's like the best song in the entire damn soundtrack.
I think it is, yeah. Cityscape is like bomb.
Look,
Good.
it's Sega. The first time I heard that song was when the demo disc that had Sonic Adventure 2 on it came out. Because they had City Escape as the demo level.
Oh.
And that was all people needed. They heard that and everything felt good, and then they got to the part where the definitely not street legal monster truck tries to run you over.
You know, for a system like in that game, it's like they really have no thought about the rules just to catch a tiny blue hedgehog. He's just a blue hedgehog living his life. Leave him alone. Although he was, you know, framed for stuff.
Yep.
Because apparently people can't tell blue from black.
Well, I mean, you remember the dress meme?
Oh. God. Yeah, I remember that. And boy, am I very I am still extremely confused about it. It, like, just the back and forth opinions, it hurts my brain unless I actually see the dress up close. Like, in person. This is such a nice time. You know, it's very funny. Those oh, poor chicken. Save the chicken.
Take me! Alright. Tiny bit of height. Because it is genuinely faster to just glide. Alright, and then I take...
Are we still going the right way?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna cut corners here.
And it's 1 a.m., so that means there's no blood moon tonight, so that's at least good.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Your
Fuck off.
eyeballs are not important right now. Go away. Wait for 6 years. Oh, double fuck off.
Okay. I remember how to deal with the
with the Pokebos.
Yeah. Their horses don't want to get up on rocks.
You could also... Oh, yeah. I still felt so upset at myself when I was trying to take the white horse back to the stable and it got stuck. Yes, I said Bokobo, ignore me. But as I was saying, I was taking the white horse across to get to a stable so I can register it. It slipped down the rocks right by the river.
Oh,
To a point, I could not take the horse up the slope. I was stuck with basically Princess Zelda's horse, the royal family horse, just kind of sitting there by the coastline with no way of taking it up. I tried to get to swim across the river because it wasn't like that far of a reach. Did not work. I had to reset after that. I was just miffed. Luckily, I saved before the game auto saved before I went out and did it. So, but it was just like I'm still upset.
No. Back into my hands where you belong. Continue. Wait, no.
Jimkin!
Fine. Fine. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined.
It's fine. It's all fine. So out of curiosity, while we're just kind of like running along this pathway, what are you looking forward to most when you play Tears? You personally.
Honestly, trying to see how I can use Ultra Hand to break the game.
Oh.
I am choosing Tears of the Kingdom to be break the game. That's my goal.
I still consider these two games, both of them are just like essentially, oh, this makes a hyperactive squirrel brain go brrr. Because I remember faintly saying, oh, I'll just do this, oh, I'll just do that 2 hours later.
The list of ways Ultra Hand can break the game is functionally infinite, Monobender
I
says.
mean, he would know, but I'm not gonna ask because I like to figure things out myself.
The devs not only know this, but embrace it. Based.
I still want to figure out how to Ultra Hand something so I can actually just like scoop up fish. I tried during the entry level, but I couldn't do it. I think I might need like flat boards instead. Just make a giant scooper for fish. It's okay, Mana, you don't have to say anything. I'm just kind of muttering to myself. This is his stream, not mine. Oh, beach.
Oh, it's 5:10 a.m. So remember how here it was about dark? It is now officially daytime. Because 5 a.m. is when you wake up, when you say, I want to wake up in the morning. So that means we don't have to worry about undead.
Just a shame there's no actual cuckoo crowing unless you're like inside a town. Didn't that used to be a thing in the original Ocarina of Time where like Hyrule Field is like they had the cuckoos just like crowing and they were just like, okay, good, I'm not insane.
Well, odds are I will not be asking for answers from Mr. Answer Man, even though I appreciate the offer.
Also, those white crabs are really good, so like when you have an opportunity to like collect those.
Oh, look at me being cheeky.
I didn't even know there were that many bright-eyed crabs on the shoreline. For some reason, they were a bit more rare for me, or I just wasn't in the right area for them to spawn. Oh god, speaking of spawning, I'm gonna have to... I'll do it in the morning. I cannot get that out of my head, and I will apologize.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I actually wanted to do, like, a little karaoke thing on stream once, where it was just, like, me singing these weird, like, this long list of, like, pieces from video games, so I was just like, I can't really sing, so I'm just gonna avoid that.
What is the point of taking the Cucco with me? A personal challenge that I've issued myself. I'm gonna go to Death Mountain with this thing and throw it in the lava.
We want to deep fry it.
Yeah.
Feathers and all, we deep fry it.
Is it going to accomplish anything meaningful? No. Is it gonna make me laugh? Yes.
And if the cuckoo somehow comes out alive, then it's basically a god.
Then we'll know. That's the spirit. Extra fried chicken. Hell yeah.
Who needs flour and breading? We just eat it until it's nice and crispy. Just ash with a bit of crunch, yeah. We live like Gorons up in Death Mountain. We will eat the crunchy stuff.
It's all about the mouthfeel. Besides, who doesn't like crispy chicken nuggets?
I don't know. Last time I had KFC, their quote-unquote nuggets were actually a little disappointing.
Well, that's because they're from KFC.
Fair enough.
Like, there's some... KFC... Oh god, we're getting into food reviews now. Let's go, baby! So the thing is...
we're spending time talking about Kakariko fried Cucco anyways.
Yeah, so we might as well. The thing about KFC is that, like, even if... Because it being a retail chain, you're going to have one of two experiences with it. You're either going to have just an absolute wonderful time with it because they have, like, good equipment and they have one of the managers that insists on the equipment being maintained. Or you have a KFC where your manager of the KFC has lost all of their human joy for life and does not care. And the equipment is bad, and because the equipment is bad, the chicken is going to be bad.
Yeah.
I am fortunate enough that I have actually met the manager of the KFC near where I live, and that man is a hard-ass that thinks that because he has a manager title, that he is more of a human than the people who work for him.
Was he more of a human?
No. But there is one thing that it does mean that's good for me, and that's the equipment is always absolutely immaculate. So, the quality of the food is good.
Hi, Beetle. Bye, Beetle.
I'm busy, Beetle.
Anyways.
I'm sorry, what?
Oops.
What?
I think you, like, did it like a... I think you were about ready to, like, shield surf, and then you just dropped the chicken.
I might have accidentally hit the button.
I've never used... Okay, personally, I've never used shield surfing. I rarely have ever used it.
I always think about it, but never actually do it. Monabender asks, are there any cooking techniques that involve a temperature in excess of 1400 degrees? No. The closest is that a proper pizza oven can get as high as 900. Which you would think would destroy the pizza, but if you're actually very attentive, a 900-degree pizza oven with a stone floor will cook a pizza perfectly in about 45 seconds.
Hopefully the Guardian has not come back and respawned somehow. I don't think it should.
Also, King Arctic 2077 has it right. Popeye's customer service is notoriously bad, but their food's great.
Yeah, that's actually very ironic because we had Popeyes like last couple months ago, and it was relatively still good. And it had been years since I last had it.
Popeyes does have amazingly good fries. But the thing is the reason why the Popeyes fries are so good is because they are not fried in the same oil that the chicken is fried in. You do not have cross-contamination.
That's fair. God, I could tell you some experiences I've had, but I'm not going to say that on here. I would rather tell you that like on Discord during break or something. Nothing bad, just...
I mean, we're in a very podcasty part of the run right now, so...
Yeah, but personal things is personal. For me. For me, that is.
Ah, okay. That's understandable. Have a nice day. As for Jollibee, I have only ever managed to actually set foot in a Jollibee once. But I'm legitimately sad that I don't have more access to it, because I actually think their chicken's phenomenal.
Isn't Jollibee like a mainly Filipino chain?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. I have some friends who are Filipino, and they would talk about Jollibees, and I'm just like, I've never had that because where I'm at, you know, we don't have a lot.
Yeah. If you ever get the chance, it is worth the trip.
God, I actually love to travel. I can travel anywhere I want, technically, but, you know, nothing beats actually being in a plane and just watching everything pass by.
It's funny because I'm, like, afraid of heights ordinarily, but being in a plane, I'm like, no, window seat, window seat, window seat.
I know! That is, like, weirdly the same for me. I don't know what it is. First takeoff is always going to be the first thing that startles me, but after that, it's just like, okay, it's fine.
I really wish this Keese would get off me so I could have a camera view again.
He wants to have the fried cuckoo. That's what he wants.
He can eat the fattest part of my ass.
I mean, Link's got good ass. What can we say? I'm sorry.
Don't be. Look. We're all allowed. Mana. You were okay, look, you were talking about Camilla well before 10, so I don't want to hear it, Mana Bender.
Link never skips leg day.
Alright.
Oh, while we're on this podcasting thing, are you excited for the after birthday stream you're going to be doing? Because that's the one I think we scheduled to hang out. Because you wanted to learn how shiny hunting works.
I did.
Whee!
Alright.
Ooh, that's so much airtime.
Yep, it's good. It's good.
So chicken doesn't... Now, the chicken has not auto-evaporated yet. No, he has not.
We're gonna roll with it.
I think as long as it doesn't touch the ground, it's fine.
So, the reason why this run failed last time was I set the chicken down to fight the Guardian.
Guardian, ancient.
And then the Guardian, I mistimed a deflection, and it knocked me off a cliff. And I went too far away from the chicken, and I think that's when it despawned.
Hmm.
So I think
Also,
as long as I keep it on screen, I'm fine.
Keep it well within your eyesight, yeah. Also, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and now my brain is not thinking about it. Oh yeah, the ragdoll effects. I was actually very amazed how ragdolly Link could actually, like, get if he's hit hard enough. Like, he will just flat out tumble down a hill. And you cannot stop it. You cannot,
And
like, get
he
him
will
back
take
up
damage
from it.
all the way.
He will slide. Which I thought was really interesting, because, you know, it's kind of accurate for someone who got hit by something strong enough to knock him over, versus the previous times where Link never really got knocked over. He just took that little red smack of damage and then left.
All right,
What
don't get
time
me
are we at,
started.
Kate?
Don't get me started on PETA, because PETA is just a performative. We're gonna make you feel guilty for everything, and they kill as many animals as they say.
We try not to talk about that around here.
Yeah, we. There's activism, and then there's then
Other
there's
things.
like faketivism. All right, so here's my other Rivali scale. Drop it, and then
Carefully. Whee!
nailing it. We're getting it. We're doing
I
it.
think then it's just a straight shot over. I think the only issue would be the one minecart, but I think you could probably Rivali scale that entire way over.
Well, now comes actually, since I'm thinking of it, science. 5.5 minutes.
5 minutes is not. I was actually very surprised that Rivali's Gale was one of the ones that had like the least amount of time to recharge.
Yeah.
But I guess if Mifa had that, it would become very exploitative really quickly.
It would
'Cause
become,
Mifa's,
oh
what,
crap,
30 minutes?
yeah, it's a half hour. Because it would become, oh crap, I died. I guess I'm just gonna kite this boss for a while before I attempt anything.
Mm-hmm.
Can't.
So I got like that sparkling ice plus the caffeine in it. I got the cherry vanilla because it was like, ooh, new flavor. I didn't see this one in the store before. The vanilla oddly tastes like a little bit like coconut.
Yeah. Which, if you like coconut, is wonderful news.
It's fine. I mean, it's not a bad combination. It's just like, it doesn't really taste like vanilla. This vanilla tastes a little bit more like it had coconut in it.
Yeah.
If that makes a lick of sense.
It does. I was disappointed because when I reached for a can labeled cherry vanilla, I wanted it to taste like cherry and vanilla.
Not cherry coconut. Even though I don't mind tropical flavors. Just add a little bit of pineapple flavoring in there and I'd be all over it.
Yeah, but then it would hopefully have, you know, tropical coolie or something like that.
May as well call it pina colada at that rate.
Yep. So, hey, King Arctic, you want to know a secret that will ruin Red Velvet for you forever? Do you know what Red Velvet flavoring actually is?
Oh boy. Are you gonna tell him the age-old secret or?
Oh no, he already knows. Never mind, we good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the vinegar.
Nope.
Oh.
Red Velvet is indeed meant to just be chocolate, so.
Yep. I have seen recipes where they have it like as white velvet, but it's like they just don't like it's still chocolate, but they somehow keep it plain white almost. I don't know how they did that. I don't know. My brain's farting out. I might be mistaking it. Because I watch baking shows, but I don't try to watch them as often, and then when I do, I tend to forget after a while.
See, when I have like my insomnia nights and I can't sleep, one of three things happens. I either start a project and hyperfixate, I start a video game and hyperfixate, or I find a topic to rabbit hole down YouTube. And if it's a food-related topic, then it is 20 recipes later, and then it's like, oh,
Are we
it's
going the
7
wrong
in
way?
the morning. No?
Did we go this way?
Yeah, we went around.
Okay.
Because
Oh yeah,
I
'cause
want to get.
you went to the top of the minecart. You went to that area with the minecart first, and
I want to
then
go.
made
I
your
want
way
to go
back
to the
around.
top with the minecarts, and I don't want to spend a Rivali scale to do so.
Okay, fair enough. It's been a minute.
Yeah, because this pathway gets us around on the bridge up top. Oh, do I want to do the experiment? Can I even get in this? I can. Okay. It's experiment time. We're experimenting. It doesn't
Oh?
harm the chicken.
The chicken is invincible. Let's go.
Okay. All of my stupid cockamamie schemes are somehow coming to fruition. All right,
You do
now.
have to temporarily put him down for like a second.
Now the question is, okay.
I will say this though, Ultra Hand does have Magnus's beat.
I mean, they're the same thing, King Arctic. But, you know, nice try with the joke there. Can't. Get in there.
Fun. This is fun. I genuinely did not realize that was how those were, you know, supposed to run. What I did is I would use the stasis and then I would just let it drive myself, but then I'd fall off more often than not because of all the amount of force.
Yeah. I saw the basket in the back and my brain was just like, that looks like something I put a bomb in.
How I didn't manage to connect that dot, even though I literally went up a mountain that had me like drop bombs into baskets and shoot them off, I will never know. I'm not 100% smart.
Well, it's more
It's
just
a
the
good,
way,
like-
it's just different brains work different ways.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm sure that when I finally start playing Tears of the Kingdom and you watch me start playing that, like what'll end up happening is I'll figure out some things that you'll just be like, wait, that works?
Oh, probably. I mean, again, when you did the whole shield, did the whole shield parry against those ancients, I was like, you could do that? Link needs a leg break. Not yet.
We're almost
there.
We're almost there. We will go as high up as we possibly can.
Yo. And yeah, I was excited when I was able to manage to get you to do the 120 shrines for this, because you know what? If I had to go through that bullshit, so do you.
You chose to do it.
I know I did. That means I get to make you suffer a little bit
All right.
in the process.
Push, 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 push. Get out of the way. Keep chicken on screen. Keep chicken on screen. Keep chicken on screen.
Chicken's still there, as long as chicken doesn't wander off. There we go. Good thing we house cleaned. Now, here's going to be the actual question. If by the end of the moment where you drop the chicken into the lava, is it going to cry out for the other Cuccos, and is it going to swarm you like they do traditional Zelda style?
Honestly, if they do, I deserve it. Let's be real. I deserve it. I grabbed one of their kin and traveled 4 regions away to throw it in a fucking volcano. A man suplexed a space shark into a giant space shark in my D&D game, and I had to share it somewhere. I'm glad you chose to share it here.
If it deletes the save file for being a horrible human being, I will happily sit here and co-host on Tuesdays for a while. Again.
I'd be thrilled with that, not gonna lie. Oh, that
I
is
just think like just the last couple Tuesdays were just like really packed, and I think I was either a combination of I wasn't feeling well because I was going to do it last week, I think.
Yeah,
but
but
then
you
I think I wasn't
had
feeling
plans with friends.
Did I?
You did.
Oh wait, actually no. Well, I had plans, and then those plans ended up not happening because the person was sick. So we were doing they had to do the watch along the normal way without us being like in a VC together. So that's why it's okay though. I told her that we should watch that anime at some point together, anyways.
All right, so this is the highest point.
The highest point we can go.
This is the highest point we could go, unless I somehow finesse making another pathway.
I wouldn't risk it.
I'm not gonna risk it. So now I gotta find
the nice like spot where you're gonna like be able to toss it in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, King Arctic, we actually already did a bit of scouting earlier, and there isn't a path reliable enough that I can actually set down the chicken, fly up with Rivali's Gale, grab the chicken again, because you don't get quite high enough for that ledge there, because it would look like you could go that ledge and then that ledge up there.
Jump with the chicken, then you'll fall.
Jump with the chicken. Okay, and I've got a sound bite for this too. Alright, here we go.
I actually had to mute the soundboard a little bit for this, because some of them are so loud. And it goes.
I have killed the chicken in the volcano.
Hey, look, it didn't spawn more, so you basically destroyed that sucker.
You can't call for help when you're incinerated.
Yeah, because I have a feeling that if you had tossed it over the edge, it probably would have, like, flown out of danger.
Thank you for being a man of your word, King Arctic.
Okay. Oh, he meant that in, like, the actual, like... Oh, interesting. Yeah. I don't know why my brain read follow as in, like, the...
Oh, you thought he was gonna leap into the volcano with me?
Or, like, do it himself in a game, yeah.
Well, I don't know. This dude did just comment, yeah, I got bored and I started bombing myself off mountains. So jumping into a lava flow with a chicken actually probably sounds like Tuesday for the guy.
Oh my god, we're in the flower field.
Oh.
Crazy lady.
Well, you know what? There is a small positive side to this.
Oh yeah, you can literally just like Rivali's Gale over that entire thing.
Because whatever.
See ya, bitch.
Care. Nobody likes you. Nobody has ever liked you.
Splat.
I have destiny. Oh, I have repeatedly. I think there's actually like a clip that was made where I actually grabbed some fire arrows and started just firing like mad into the flowers. And it actually took her a solid 30 seconds for her to realize what I was doing. And then she nearly murdered me.
Murder for flowers, I guess.
Yeah, but it was funny because it's just like, oh, okay, I'll show you what happens when you ruin my flowers. And then there was a fade to black, and then I woke up with a quarter of a heart left. A lot of games do a lot of things to modernize themselves and to like to buck tradition. But the day that there is a health bar for a Legend of Zelda game that doesn't involve several little hearts in a nice, neat row is the day I will riot.
Would that be as in your OCD going off the rails, or just something different?
I would not be happy.
Okay.
I love
the
my
Zelda
numbers,
tradition of the
but
hearts in a rows is fine.
yes. There's traditions that I can't believe I've never found one of these before.
Armorand. Nice.
Huh. Well, as I was venting,
Mm-hmm.
there are some traditions with Zelda that I am 100% on board for them being rid of.
Okay. I'm very curious. What are your thoughts of what could be gotten rid of?
They have done it already pretty much, but like
Okay.
The Legend of Zelda A Link Between Worlds was great because it wasn't the typical cookie cutter, like all of the tools were optional. You could just rent them or buy them. You didn't have to have them. They were nice to have, but like it was like how in Skyward Sword they're just like, oh, all of the innovation is in how you swing your sword. And then all of the dungeons were the exact same nonsense cookie cutter bullshit. It's like, oh, I'm in this dungeon. Oh, I got the bow and arrow. I sure hope the boss doesn't have this giant weak eye that I shoot with the bow and arrow. Oh my god. Why did
that tradition, okay.
that tradition? There is no joy in getting the items when you know exactly what's going to happen with the items.
So you're okay with like things like this where the items do have like a certain bit of life to them?
Yes, I love that.
Okay.
I love the fact that Breath of the Wild is the most Zelda game since The Legend of Zelda. The original Legend of Zelda was inspired by memories of playing by the river as a kid, where he would go inside caves and see what he found, and he found a stick that had been polished by a bubbling stream just right, that it felt like a perfect sword. And that was how he got it in his head to make the Master Sword. That's it! It was about not knowing what you were doing, not knowing where you were going, and trying to find your way anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And Zelda started to lose that as the games went on, because everybody started to know, oh, the boomerang, you use that to stun enemies. Oh, you got bombs, better bomb some walls. Oh, you got the bow and arrow, shoot things in the eye. And then the Super Nintendo, A Link to the Past. Don't get me wrong, okay. I love that game. I play randomizers of that game all the time.
But that's where it started?
Okay. The game starts. You wake up. You talk to your uncle. Oh, I'm good. Something's wrong with the castle. Don't follow me there. But it's the only place you could go. And then your uncle tells you, okay, you rescue Zelda. Zelda's my what? Zelda's my what? But anyways, he tells you to go to Zelda. And Zelda's like, oh, we have to go to Sahasrara. Okay, and you're told where to go. So you go to Kakariko Village, and you find Sahasrara, and he's just like, oh, you have to go talk to... Oh, or you don't find Sahasrara, you find a villager who tells you where Sahasrara is. So once again, you're told where to go. And then you go to Sahasrara, and he's like, you need to go to this dungeon. So you're told where to go. And then you get the thing and go back to Sahasrara, and then he tells you where the other things are, and they tell you where to go. And then when you go to those places and do those dungeons where you're told where to go, you're then told to go to Hyrule Castle. So you're told where to go. And then when you finish Hyrule Castle and get sent to the Dark World, you get told to go to the first dungeon in the Dark World. So once again, you're told where to go. And then once you get that, it tells you where the other 6 dungeons are, and they put numbers on them in the order you're intended to do them. So once again, you're told where to go. That's not Zelda exploration. That is a guided fucking tour through Disneyland. Don't forget to stop by Space Mountain. Get a souvenir.
Do you want a soapbox?
Yes. But Breath of the Wild, it's just like, hey, Link, wake up, come save me, kill Ganon, go. That's it. That is pretty much the extent of the guidance and handholding. That's it. You're like, hey, here's where there's a plot point. You can go there if you want. We don't give a shit. And that's why Breath of the Wild is the most Zelda since Zelda. Breath of the Wild was a glorious return to form.
I like it too because I understand people's complaints that there's not a lot of enemies in this one. Well, congratulations, you guys got the variety that you wanted in the next one. I was about ready to start swearing off the top of my lungs because you know how I feel about certain beasts in that game.
Uh-huh. Alright, what's the shields from water? Alright, so we're gonna do the chili thing.
They got rid of Cryo essentially for the next one, luckily. I feel bad for it because Cryo, for all of its worth, was not fully utilized as a mechanic.
No, you're right. I agree with you.
So, out of all the runes, this is just the thing. Like, which runes do you use the most? Bombs I know are like on the number 1. So
yeah. Shut up. Not you, but Guardian. I'm not. Guardian's good. Are you magnetic? You sure as hell aren't.
Whoop. And that's why I like Ultra Hand a bit more, because it will literally grab anything and it doesn't have to be
Motherless
metal.
knave. Sorry, pardon my...
It's okay. You know I say that similarly whenever I start getting ready to just be mad.
Yeah, Motherless Knave is my swear for when I don't actually want to swear.
I think it's, for me, I usually tend to just, like, halt myself, but sometimes it does slip out.
You have better self-control than I do by a wide margin.
I'm not as unhinged as a few of my friends. Like delightfully unhinged, not like bad unhinged. Oh, hey, look, target practice.
Where's the next thingamabobbit?
Gotta give it a minute. I think I realized, like, what stressed me out the most during this my entire 120 shrine run, it was because I was lost with a few of them. And I was struggle busing with a few of the guides.
Yeah. Oh, King Arctic. That's... You're funny. You're just like, after this shrine, kill Lionel. I do that for fun. I
I
also
ate them for breakfast.
I also need to get like I think like five or
You need to get
six
more
more
Lionel
horns.
parts.
I need more horns because I have the full barbarian set, but they're not all double star yet. So
You
I
want to
gotta.
know something? Wait until they start asking for their guts.
Fine.
And then you have to start like killing the blue and the
Oh
white
wait,
main
that's my
Lionels.
fourth. I could go spend this thing.
Woo! I am still sitting on like Light's blessings. I haven't even used mine yet.
I have to.
Use them.
I have to be honest.
Mhm.
I am so tempted to, despite people telling me not to, do the max out my stamina wheels first thing again in Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, you can do that.
I know that the
like,
first one you're forced into taking a heart.
Yeah, you're absolutely forced into the first one.
Is there a shrine that lets you swap out?
I have not seen that yet.
Oh.
If there is one, I have not seen it because I was in Hateno and I didn't see the statue. Locked until later. Okay.
Okay, so I think what I'm just gonna end up doing is, for the sake of
I say just take that 1/4 heart and then just don't get any hearts after that.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
It's a story-based heart that you're forced to take with you anyways.
Yeah, I will take that heart. Actually, now that I think about it, I think most of the Lionels are dead right now.
Depending on where you go.
Because I already went and killed a few of them, and there hasn't been a Blood Moon since.
I think the more you get into Akala, you might run into a few more.
I'll have to look. I'll have to take. I am ready to accept your guidance on the matter. 64 down, 56 to go.
I don't actually have like a full idea of where all the Lionels are. I remember stumbling across like a blue main and a silver main for a while. Like once in a blood moon, if you will.
Aha.
Yeah, and I think the closer you get to where your shrine is, like when you get closer to the 120, you're gonna have to like figure out, okay, which ones are the hidden shrines at this rate, because the lower the amount is, like, that's when you start struggling, because if they're hidden and they're hidden underneath like little quests and stuff like that, or just little secrets, you're not gonna know about them unless you know where to look.
Yeah, sorry, Lord of Fail, but Zephyr wants me to do the 120 and all of the memories. So,
well, the memories is probably for like your best ending, because I know you want to see the best ending.
Yeah, I'm gonna go nuts with the joke. Yeah, haha! Thanks for the apple, bitch. That was unnecessary and rude.
That was a little on the unnecessary side.
I don't care. Alright,
oh, well.
Time to book thing.
I'm still trying to figure out if I like the Tears of the Kingdom UI or if I like this one more. I'm still kind of like figuring that one out. I mean, they're both very similar with these menu screens, so there's not that much of a change.
Alright, I'm gonna make a vegetable rice ball, and I'm going to season it.
The hearty veggie rice ball!
Yes.
With +8, baby!
That will bring me to a lovely 20 hearts.
Ooh. The bright-eyed crab, I think, is the one that gives you extra... Is that stamina, or is that hearts?
Replenishes your stamina. Cooked into a dish.
Okay, there was like a... No, maybe that was the fish. Because I remember there was a particular fish that I wanted, and I never really got. Well, I did, but it was very rare.
Oh my god. I just realized. You know what this means if I
Mhm.
do the only if I'll put my name on it food challenge for Tears of the
Fish
Kingdom?
food.
I need so much rock salt.
Woo! Rock salt.
I
I mean,
need so much salt.
you're salty enough as it is. I'm kidding.
Oh,
You're
I gotta
welcome.
hydrate. Give me 1 second.
I mean, yeah, you gotta hydrate with all that salt in your system.
Wow, Zephyr, you're going at it. You're going for it today.
I'm in a wacky mood today, I think.
Well, I'm glad you're in good spirits.
Ah! I mean, at from time to time, I do feel like a little bit of pain, but it's like I am mostly better than how I was about ready to start feeling this afternoon,
I'm glad.
or rather this morning.
Okay,
I
cool.
was
I'll
actually
accept
gonna
that.
I was actually gonna be sad because like, oh god, this is the second or third time I've had to like cancel or say no because I physically or emotionally cannot do this. More carrots.
Well, that's just dandy. I'm so grateful.
Emma? You know, depending on the context or how you read that, that could come off as like extremely sarcastic.
It could. It's all a
I think
matter
this
of
just depends on how you
delivery.
read it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so dandy. I'm so grateful.
Yeah. Which is probably a good thing why they only initiate voice acting for like the major cutscenes versus anything small.
Yep.
Which, by the way, props to these guys for like their semi first Zelda game that had actual voice acting in it.
Wait, no.
I don't think Skyward actually had voice acting in it. I think it had like just the usual Zelda noises. That sounded a little bit wrong, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
So is there a particular dish you're kind of looking forward to making in the next one, since now they've got like an enhancement of like several other recipes? Or a plethora,
I
I
am
should
looking
say.
forward to making Mana Bender cry out in anguish as I ruin a bunch of things on accident.
I'm actually very curious because I know they have the pizza in there now. I am blatantly curious to see if I can like find the variant and make like mushroom pizza.
You know what's
That
the worst part about my being allergic to mushrooms?
what?
I like mushrooms.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never personally liked mushrooms because most of my things with mushrooms have been the stuff that's been like the pre-prepped like cream of mushroom soup and stuff like that. So basically not good cooked mushrooms, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I
everything
was
they taste rubbery.
I was just teasing Mana Bender. I know better.
Hey, at least they don't have no onions in this game, then he would make you cry.
Ah.
I
Uh,
am witty today, my god. And no one's gonna be seeing this episode for a while.
oh, I gotta do a thing for Mooney. Let's see if this works properly.
Hydration.
E.
Oh, the E.
You know, with a voice mod, a little bit of
Yeah.
an auto tune. Because why not? Hydration is out of stock because somebody did it like
Oh.
30 seconds ago.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think it's because I'm watching from your
You're
screen
not.
share versus your stream, so
Yep, because you don't want to have 12 seconds of lag, which is understandable.
God, I still remember when I was joining a friend because I think she was playing Jump King and she was trying to like she had an open mic to like you know, be there so she keeps calm during her rages. I was trying to guide her in a spot because I thought maybe that's what it was. Then the stream was delayed by like the 12 seconds.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and the moment she jumped, I saw her fall. I was like, oh. Because I heard her just cry out in anguish. And then I was just like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a.
Whoops.
There's That's a mood. That's a mood. Actually, how much? Okay. Sorted my food inventory. Do you think I have enough movement food?
I think you have plenty.
Movement food is a hell of a drug, let me tell you.
I just never used it.
I'm gonna like. I can't get enough of it.
I don't know why. It's never been my personal cup of tea, and it's very bizarre. You would think that the way I do things is like, oh, I should just go Numies, but no, it's just like for some reason I never find the need for haste food. Personally. Unga Bunga Boko Club.
Yep. We are just unga bunga caveman brain as much as possible. All right,
So are we doing Lionel grinds next time?
we're gonna do a break. We're gonna drop by. I think we're gonna drop by the forest real quick because I have 16 Korok seeds. I should spend them.
Woo! More inventory space.
Yeah, yeah, because somehow I have held on to like 7 or
Somehow
8
you
of
managed
these
to hold on to
weapons
those.
forever.
By the way, what happened to the trident? Did it break?
Probably, and I'll make another one, and it's just gonna get hung up in my house.
I was gonna say, please tell me for the love of everything, you're just gonna get the Zora Spear and then just hang that thing up in your house.
Yeah, because Mifa, I love you, darling, but 9 attack is not gonna cut it.
I felt so bad every time I broke when I broke it the first time. I felt awful. Anyways,
All right, did I save?
eat you.
Okay, cool. Also, hi, Mooney. It's good to see you. Wait, did I save?